What's up, everyone? So my internet has been down, and I hope that the stream has no problem here. I have a second internet. I'm trying to get my main internet fixed here, but this one's a lot slower. This is my old school one, so hopefully there's no interruptions in the stream. A couple announcements. Did my show in Nashville this week, which was really great at Vanderbilt University. I have my second show, my only other show here in the U.S., coming up on September 25th at the Presidio Theater in San Francisco. Tickets are on sale at rickbeato.com. And then I'm over in Europe next month, at the end of next month. I start in Berlin at the Punchline on October 25th. On the October 28th, I'm in Stockholm. On the 29th, I'm in Oslo. On November 1st, I'm in Helsinki, or Espoo, it's called. I guess it's about 10 minutes from Helsinki. A club called Hype, or a venue called Hype. November 3rd, London at the Cadogan Theatre, or Cadogan Theatre, Cadogan. And then on November 5th, I'll be in Dublin at the Ambassador Theatre. So I hope to see you guys out there. I got to meet some people that I'd never met in person before. Hey, Ryan, what's up? See you in San Francisco. So saying that my thing is buffering here. YouTube's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. If you get any buffering, just restart the thing. Okay. Today, I want to play something here because it's something that I never realized when I was listening down to this Steely Dan song, to the tracks. So I'm going to play something for you here. Check this out. It's a tune you know. Okay, so the electric piano part, I'm not sure who's playing that, but I didn't notice. I mean, I always knew it was there, but I didn't hear exactly what it was doing. And that is really adding all the color to the under the guitar solo. Listen again. Let me just start with the two. Listen.
Pedestrian. Man of my mind can do anything. I'm a bookkeeper's son. I don't want to shoot no one.
Beautiful.
Well, I crossed my own land back in Oregon. Don't take me alive. back in Oregon, don't take me alive. Yeah, the evil crown, the lies.
Wow. Perfect.
Here in this darkness, I know what I've done. I know what.
Check out the harmonies here. This is amazing. Listen.
Here in this darkness, I know what I've done. I know all at once who I am. I'm a bookkeeper's son. I don't want to shoot no one. Well, I crossed my old man back in Oregon. Don't take me alive.
Listen to what Larry's playing rhythmically here. Check this out. Oh, here.
My old man back in Oregon, don't take me alive.
Oh, listen, Larry there. Right here.
Got a case of dynamite. I could hold out here all night. Yes, I crossed my old man back in Oregon. Don't take me alive. Don't take me alive.
Woo! Listen, Larry. Oh, man. That is so clean. His picking hand, listen to that. Wow. That is really amazing.
Well, I crossed my old man back.
I love this.
I'm a bookkeeper's son. I don't want to shoot no one. Well, I crossed my old man back in Oregon. Don't take me alive. Got a case of dynamite. I could hold out here all night. Yes, I crossed my old man back in Oregon. Don't take me alive.
You know, this is interesting. Everybody's been talking about AI lately, including me. And one of the things that you'll notice about songwriting back in this time period, really with Steely Dan, is that the how interesting the melodies are. And one of the reasons is because the chord patterns underneath the melody enable the writer to come up with far more interesting lines where they use notes from different scales. And the like here.
Got a case of dynamite.
When he goes this line here.
Yes, I crossed my old man back in Oregon.
Cross my old man back in Oregon. That is so beautiful. But the reason that the melody works so well is because of what's going on with it. If you put the chords in there, listen, along with the vocals.
Yes, I crossed my old man back in Oregon. Don't take me alive.
Now, without those chords, without that climbing chord pattern there, you would never come up with a melody like that. It would be impossible. Right?
Don't take me alive. Can you hear the evil crown? The lies and the laughter. I hear my inside, the mechanized hum.
I love that Chuck Rainey on the bass. He does a really fast vibrato on that, or like a slide, do do do, and there are so many different little nuances to his bass playing. It's really fascinating. This record, I want to say, I probably should have looked this up, that Bernard Purdie plays drums on every song but this one, maybe? I'm not sure. If it's badly buffering, you can restart your, just hit click on the stream and restart it again. Refresh your stream. Let me take a look here. So, Steely Dan, let's see here. It's, let's see here. Royal Scam. Personnel, here we go. Bass. So guitars, Denny Diaz, Larry Carlton, Dean Parks, L.A. Randall, Chuck Rainey on bass, only one. Rick Marotta on tracks 3 and 8. Bernard Purdie on all the rest. Okay, let me see, tracks 3 and 8. So, track listing 3 and 8. So that's Rick Marotta on this. It's a different feel than Chuck's feel, or than Bernard's feel. Somebody says it sounds fretless. I can't tell. I'd have to actually listen to the track and see here. Let me listen here.
Yes, I crossed my old man back in Oregon. Don't take me alive. Can you hear the
Yeah, I don't think it's a fretless. I don't think so.
luckless pedestrian? I know you're out there with rage in your eyes and your megaphones.
Nah.
Saying always forgiven. Mad dog surrender. How can I answer? A man of my mind can do anything.
I love the piano, the Rhodes there. Listen. Listen to that with a guitar. Check it out. You know, what's amazing about this? There's hardly any instruments in this. You have your basic rhythm section with the electric piano in there. You have guitar. It's like a rhythm guitar, it sounds like. You have Larry's lead part, bass bass drums, vocals. I mean, there's a lot of vocal tracks on here. Um, Somebody said yes, flat wound's not a fretless. It does sound like flat wounds to me on there. The deadness of it, the some of the just the tone of finger playing. It really sounds like it sounds like it does sound like flat wound strings on it. That's the only thing. But definitely not a fretless. And it's just so grooving. It's incredible. You know, the amazing thing when I interviewed Chuck Rainey here, right here at the studio, right behind where I'm sitting, Chuck told me he didn't start playing bass until he was 21. He's in his 80s now, and and that's pretty amazing. I mean, he played other instruments. What an incredibly good musician. I mean, just unbelievable. Um, uh, they did use fretless in some of the music. I think, yeah. Brando says he played P bass. I'm pretty sure Chuck played P bass most of the time. If I had to think about any fretless bass on Steely Dan, I don't. Nothing comes to mind, honestly. Um, I can't think of a. I cannot think of a fretless bass part on a Steely Dan song. Maybe I just you know, the few people that played fretless back then in the 70s, Jocko was one of the few. Really, it was um yeah, I if you guys can think of a Steely Dan song that has fretless bass on it. Now you did start hearing fretless bass. You know, Sting played fretless. I want to say on the entire first Police record. Sting played a lot of fretless on the Police records. A lot of fretless. Okay, so Josie's a fretless bass, but Sting was a Percy Jones Brand X. There we go, Todd. Yes, yes, that's a great. That's a good call. But uh, is Josie fretless? Who's playing fretless? Let me see who's playing on Josie here. Let's see here. Josie, Steely Dan. Um, let's see here. It says personnel. Chuck Rainey on bass. I don't know if Chuck ever played fretless. You know what? I'm gonna text Chuck and see. I'll text him. I'll see what he says. He he's Chuck's 85 now. Amazing. When he was here, um, when he was here, he was 82, maybe. It's interesting. Chuck's daughter lives like about 2 miles from me. So he knew exactly where I was. I mean, what are the chances, right? And he came over with his son-in-law, and what a cool guy, man. That's unbelievable. Um, the chord at 856 sounds wrong. Never noticed it before. How it used to be, says Josie, definitely not fretless. Yeah, I don't think any fretless. I don't think Chuck played any fretless. Um, yeah, so it's you know, what I wouldn't have given to hear these parts like this in 1976 when I started playing guitar. I mean, honestly, it's really unbelievable. Larry's tone on this blows my mind. It's so good. It's so it's so thick. The tone of it, his guitar sound, his single notes. Um, he was playing a modded Princeton, I believe. That was modded by who did the mods back then? Paul Rivera. They had a pull switch on the mid range that added. I want to say added an extra gain stage. Fender Twin. It's called a Fender Twin 2. And Paul, I think it was Paul Rivera, worked there for a couple years, 83 and 84. And you did the same mods to those Fender amps. Yeah, I think it was Rivera. Yeah, did the same mods that he was doing to all the session players. Like, I think Lee Ritenour had the amps modded, Larry Carlton, Jay Graydon, Dean Parks, all the guys had this thing. What they wanted to be able to bring a Fender amp there and to the sessions to get a nice clean tone for rhythms, but they also wanted it where you could get a lot of gain to do things like that and play solos. If you think about the solos like Jay Graydon's solo on Peg. And these are rock guitar solos, or Larry's solo on Kid Charlemagne. They have a lot of gain. And that pull switch, the Fender, any of these amps from the, I want to say 82 and 83 or something like that era that Paul Rivera worked for Fender, those amps have that mid-range pull switch. You pull out on it and it adds a lot of gain to it. And I think he was making those amps like that. I want to I have one of those twins and I haven't played it forever. I need to pull it out of the other room and open it up and try it and see if it does that, if it actually does that high gain thing. I don't know. I'm not sure if it has that, but I think it does. Anyhow, so any of those eras of Fender amps, the Princeton, I think they did them with Princetons, they did them with Deluxes, and they did them with Twins that had the pull switch. Marcus says, you think they had the red knobs on it, red tip knobs on the Fenders. I'm not sure if that's the case. It may be the case, but those, if you want to get that sound, I'm going to say, let's see, Fender Princeton 2 Rivera. Here we go. Let's see. Images. Okay, the ones I'm seeing here, 1982. Here's one on eBay. And let's see what it says about it here. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, pull for boost. Mid-range pull for boost. There you go. A Fender Princeton 2. Larry was using this amp, an amp like that was a modded amp, Princeton, with on some of these records. I'm not sure on this one, But I think that that's what they were using for these higher gain things. And what I imagine it did is when you pulled that mid range switch or knob, you pull it out, and I think it adds an extra gain stage. I'm not positive about it, but it adds distortion, like a lot of gain, to where you can get this kind of
My mind can do anything.
where you can get these
My mind.
sounds like this. Hold on. Wow. I mean, that is so creamy sounding. I mean, that's amazing. It's really beautiful. That's one of the best guitar sounds ever. Super fat. What is the best Steely Dan album to have on vinyl? All of them. My 12-year-old Layla says she had one of her friends over, and she's like, "Hey, can we listen to that vinyl thing?" And I was like, "What do you mean? You mean like a record?" Like, "Yeah." I said, "You mean the turntable?" She's like, "Yeah." So I went in and I took out a record, took out a Beatles record and put it on there and stuff, and they were just amazed by it. That I know, if you grew up with albums, it's funny to think about, right? That for kids to see something like that, an analog piece of gear work like that, a turntable with an LP playing it, and they just sat there and they listened, and it was very much like we used to do. They didn't do anything. They just listened. So it was very cool. That was fun. Okay, so next week, not this week, next week on the 25th, for those of you in San Francisco or near there, at, I can't pronounce the place, Gota Leon. I did that badly. I had that phonetically written down the other day. In Oslo on October 29th, I'll be at the Cosmopolite. On November 1st, I'll be in Helsinki or Espoo, a place called Hype. November 3rd, London, Cadogan Hall. And then November 5th, in Dublin at the Ambassador Theatre. Now, I do have some interviews set up for these trips. So it's not going to just be, it's not just going to be my solo shows. On these shows, I take questions from the audience. I do song breakdowns. On the one in Nashville, I created an AI song on stage as part of it, which was pretty interesting. But it was it's great to get out and meet people. I mean, that's the one thing about working in the studio and making videos, that you just, it kind of have I wouldn't say distorted perspective of things, but if you never go out and meet people, it's just interesting to kind of get reactions of people. I asked questions. I had people raise their hands and ask them what, just ask questions about things. Kind of what your viewing habits are, and who listens to what, it's kind of a good gauge for me to see what people are interested in. Also, what types of videos people are interested in. It's fascinating. Like the kind of people that will come out to the live shows, what do they like? What kind of content do they like? It's cool. Um, Anyways, you guys are amazing. Hope the stream was not too jittery. Hopefully have the internet fixed by tomorrow. It says I have an excellent connection right now, which is good. So you guys are amazing. Have a great week. Hope to see some of you in San Francisco next week. I will talk to you later. Have a great rest of your weekend on this Sunday. Take care.